This is about another British institution. It's about the shipping forecast. You all familiar with the shipping forecast? Iconic oral meditation at night, sort of like a prayer when you cut up the seam to imaginary bits and bobs and you put out the cat, put out the milk bottles. This is my take on it. It's called, and now the relationship crisis forecast issued by the sane side of yourself on behalf of the merry time and keep your guard up agency. The general synopsis at midlife is late 40s dogged by blighted love life, new all-time low expected by that time. Sex, occasionally very poor at first, becoming moderate or good. Fuck all, hand over fist, wanker. Marriage 3 or 4, becoming a bore. Blonde man trap, 34, 24, 34. Sexy Mrs. Fitzroy, formerly Finisterre. Affair deepening rapidly, expected imminent. Getting carried away, hoisted by one's own petard. Chances it'll work out alright, moderate becoming decreasingly slight. Fair Isle sweater left carelessly behind in car, big mistake. Violent storm warning, boyfriend built like Viking. Gulp, not Dover white, becoming cyclonic, moronic, severe icing. Oh shite, despair, panic, flight. What more can go wrong? Chelsea 2, West Ham 1. Town gossip, Lundy Fastnet informs wife. Accused of infidelities, backing off into continual lying, veering towards disbelief, clothes thrown out in street. Locks changed. Caught fast in net like trashing fish. Future visibility, moderate becoming poor in showers. Drunk again, singing in the rain. What's it all about? Alfie. Thank you. I had a friend who was a perpetual virgin, and she said she was just a penis follower. She just liked penises. This is called mislaid. I didn't lose my virginity there. It was just mislaid and happily discovered and rediscovered each time I went to bed. On this Tuesday we have the transit of Venus. The last transit of Venus, after waiting 137 years for it, I missed. Didn't get to see it at all. It's now come around again. It's Tuesday. It's an eclipse of the sun by Venus. Venus is farther away than the moon is. So the eclipse of the sun is this tiny little dot just going across it like that. So I thought I'd write a poem about the transit of Venus. This is called Venuses in Transit. She's Venus in a shocking blue transit van, tapping fingers and toes to the radio song. She's got it, oh baby, she's got it, making every man a man. She enjoys being a plumber woman, seeing their faces when she turns up. Venus in blue jeans, yeah, she chortles, that's me. Man, damn those traffic lights. She's Venus, nothing but a flash of ebony, hurtling after an orb of yellow, calculating the trajectory of the second it left little Sis's Serena's wicked backhand. Man, damn, blam! Advantage, Venus. New balls, please. Look, there's a second base number. She's Venus with her tiny eclipses of that big old sun. I anxiously awaiting her return. I missed the first one, and man, damn it, I'm going to miss the second one too. But at least it can't be worse than poor old William Le Gentil, spending 8 unsuccessful years trying to observe her, only to lose wife and possessions and be declared dead. Wow, she's my Venus, my desire. Oh man, damn those clouds. Thank you. This is a poem about the thrill of kissing Jan and spiralling into the whole music of the kiss and being taken into what Joseph Campbell says, follow your bliss. So this is called hijacking the body. Your smile climbs and climbs to the top of your delight, throwing itself off to transform into laughter as it floats down using a big wicked grin for a parachute,
landing amongst the thrill of not knowing what happens next until it begins and becomes, hijacking your body, the dance of synapse to synapse, joy exploding from brain cell to brain cell, almost out of your mind, only after, when your body escapes back to stillness, when you know what went on, listening to the tall tales of memory drunk with time, and how still the music seeps into the very core of you, and who you can be stains the mind, each red corpuscle dancing in your veins, a joy that could not be and should not be explained. And finally, a nice little one for her. She often does this, even when she wears nothing, she wears this. So this is called You Wear My Kisses in Your Hair. You wear my kisses in your hair, invisible to everyone but us. They glisten like emotional jewelry, bloom like flowers of desire. You wear my kisses in your hair, smiling secretly to yourself as to how they got there and to where the other kisses are. Thank you.
Dónall Dempsey, ladies and gentlemen, Dónall Dempsey.
I was babysitting for a friend's little girl, and she kept coming down, and I wanted to watch a program on the mind of a serial killer. And he was telling what he did, how he did it, and everything like that. It was extremely gruesome altogether. And she kept coming down, and she wanted fairy stories and nursery rhymes, because her parents were very PC, and they tried to keep her away from all that sort of stuff. And I used to tell her, 3 little pigs, 3 little bears, you name it. She thought I was just making this up at the spot, and that I was a magnificent storyteller of it. So that sort of cross-pollinated, and we got what I call a nursery crime. This is called Up Above the World So High. The 3 blind mice, the 3 blind mice. They didn't tell you the same thing twice, and they wasn't very nice, and they wasn't blind. That was just the blind, see? They wore shades to hide their eyes, maestros with a switchblade knife. They ran all the vice, and any opposition had already lost their lives. But fuck it, lately the farmer's wife, it was rumoured she'd done the old man in and taken over everything, and had now begun to muscle in on their territory, and they didn't like it. They weren't used to being told what they could and couldn't do. Confrontation and respect was due. Both boobs bore a tattoo that proclaimed in Latin trouble and strife and fuck you. Her other tattoo just above her pubic hair stated in mock Gothic script, abandon hope, all ye who welter here. One night the farmer's wife decided to separate the men from the mice, had them scrubbed out by a psycho known locally only as Slasher Gore. Now the 3 blind mice don't see so good no more. See, being dead ain't good for the sight. Ain't that right? Ain't that right? Be with them, boys. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, meet the new big mama of vice, the farmer's wife, just like it spells out in nasty neon light, twinkling, twinkling, obscuring the twilight. Thank you.
Dónall Dempsey, ladies and gentlemen.